Yep. Ding, ding, let's go. Let me see if I can. That's alright. Okay. Collaboration in life. The inevitability of collaboration. Even if you consider yourself a hermit, an island, one of those introverted, eccentric people in the cave. I don't know. But even if you consider yourself that type of person, you are playing in life and being played. I am playing and being played. Now, this has always been a thing, but what really popped it into my consciousness was this morning. I was awake in my bed, and I'm like, yeah, let me roll around, let me stretch, let me see if I can inspire myself easier and quicker than yesterday, and get me out of bed. And, out of many things, I was just, daydreaming about random stuff, thinking about my dream from the night before, shaking around, like stretching, like what's going to get me out of this bed. And not as like a, come on, man, time's a wasting. Because like stuff like that, it doesn't work. To yourself and to others, like to badger people, to nitpick people or yourself, like to get things happening, to get things done. Nah, doesn't work. At least not especially not in the long run, even if it works in the short run. And it can, in the short term or the long term, develop a sort of resentment, self or other. It can create a sort of rebellious effect, an instant sort of polarity pushback. Oh, you want me to do this? Well, now I'm gonna do the opposite, even harder now. So take that. So yeah, there's that. There's a nice little side note for you. Anyway, so just trying to encourage and inspire myself out of bed. Just experimenting and daydreaming and doing whatnots. And then, out of my many random, just like daydream flowings, it was like I imagined myself like holding like a big balloon. If you've ever seen one of those like punch balloons, but like even bigger. So, like twice as big as a large watermelon, just like just out there. And then I imagined me squeezing it, and like pretty much the instant when I imagined myself squeezing it, it popped, and it legitimately shocked me. I was like, whoa, like it shocked my mind and my entire body as if it happened in real life. And that really like popped into my consciousness. Oh, by the way, that helped me to get out of bed quicker. So that worked. But the best part is I felt like I didn't do that. The fact that every fiber and layer of my being was shocked that I didn't expect it. Like, whoa. But this is a very true and very natural and very normal life situation, internal and external. We get shocked, we get surprised. things happen that are unexpected. We can conceptualize all day long, and then things happen that are unexpected. The expectations, we make them, and then something in life happens that blow the expectations out of the water, out of the mind. You're out of your mind. And honestly, for the most part, I consider those moments blessings, where it's like, thank you for shattering what I was conceptualizing life to be. Thank you for reminding me that mystery, unexpectedness, spontaneity is an inevitability of life. Thank you, unexpected situation, shaking me up to remind me of that. So, with the whole balloon thing, just the fact that it was like personal just made it that much more significant, where it was like I was identifying, I was claiming these thoughts to just be me, to just be my, consciousness, just subconsciousness, just conjuring stuff up, like woohoo. And yes, you can make the claim that in my subconscious, that was like already meant to be, like it was already conjured up, and then it played out, and then it was shocking consciously, kind of like dreams. But even still, we can claim the subconscious as you being played, you playing life consciously, and you being played subconsciously, and in collaboration, in co-creativity with other people, with other creators, and with life abroad, with Earth, Gaia, God, the universe, the cosmos, the Tao, whatever it is that you want to call it. Life with a capital L. That's how I like to just keep it simple, keep it secular. Here we are going. Right? So, we are playing, we are being played. It is a continuous, collaborative, creative, spontaneous mystery. And in terms of my subjective perspective, wisdom, the fact that this is my life, I like figuring these things out and filling my cup of love and care and wisdom and sharing it. I am saying these things just to let you know that these things are real, they're significant, and perhaps you may benefit from adding them to your map of perception, of existence, of meaning, of life. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll leave it at that. Respect to you, respect to me, for us enacting, living, portraying, giving, being, facing life, in life, doing it, being it, in efforts to become more of it, better, clarified in self, better expanded in self, so that you can share of yourself, share the love, share the care, dare to care. So, respect to you, respect to me, respect to all people doing that, respect to life, all the elements, all the layers that are sustaining us. The fact that we're even alive, freaking awesome. Check your pulse. It's a good day. This is Mac 11. Catch you later.